treat the entire surface evenly, Rainer presses the eyes against the wheel, then rotates them to both sides so even hidden areas are reached. As a schoolboy, Manfred began by packing goods for pocket money, earning a few Deutschmarks each weekend, roughly a couple of dollars. Later, he learned by watching, practicing on rods when they were full. Their mother also helped, delivering goods, collecting weekly wages, and assisting in the workshop by mounting, bundling, and counting parts. Even today, she cleans the workshop twice a week. Eye finishing is largely mechanized, and since payment is by piece, it is essentially piecework. The constant roar of machines leaves no room for conversation between the brothers. Even breaks rarely align. Thus, shared lunch at their mother's house becomes a welcome pause. Unproductive tasks, like resetting machines, cost valuable time. Since 1959, Rainer has worked in this trade on Hammerstrasse. After more than 30 years, he is burdened by concerns for the future. I wouldn't recommend this profession to any young person. Orders are declining, even for me. Competition from abroad, especially the Far East, keeps growing. He estimates he might last another 10 to 12 years if he can endure. Breakfast breaks come morning and afternoon, about 15 minutes each. Then it's back to work, brushing another set of scissor parts. In the past, many cutlery workers preferred home work to factory labour. They controlled their schedules, workload, and clients. But competition pushed companies toward machine production from the 1950s onward. Small businesses have nearly vanished. Among the larger Solingen firms is Zwilling Twin Works, Müller and Schmidt, for whom the Ohliger brothers work. In 1991, it employed about 200 factory workers and 30 home workers.
Morgen. Morgen. Ein Paket? Jawohl. Paket Nagelschwer.
Production manager Gerd Buss receives finished parts and distributes new work. Each delivery is inspected by sampling. A pink job card accompanies the goods through every stage. In contrast to the short training of an eye finisher, the scissor assembler required a 3-year apprenticeship with certification. Manfred worked 3 more years in the factory before choosing homework, drawn by the prospect of earning more and working independently.
Bitte schön, ein neues Paket.
Like his brother, he prepares deliveries of 300 to 500 pieces per bundle. First, he removes burrs from the cutting edges using an oil stone, working quickly, about 10 pieces at a time. In earlier decades, home workers sometimes worked weekends and holidays, compensating by taking Mondays off. Today, their hours resemble those of factory workers, roughly 8 hours a day, though in the past some worked up to 14 hours daily, especially before Christmas. The assembler's task is to mount and inspect the finished scissor halves. Where nails were once used, screws are now common, though the term nailer remains. Baby scissors, however, are still assembled with traditional nails. A rotating screwdriver driven by a hand crank tightens the joint, while a foot lever positions the workpiece. Excess nail ends are clipped off, then smoothed in a hand press into a rounded, polished finish. Today, Manfred mainly assembles cuticle and nail scissors. The parts must be ground with extreme precision so the scissors close smoothly without binding. With trained eyes and sensitive hands, he tests each pair. Carefully calculated strikes adjust alignment so the scissors close perfectly under light pressure. After initial testing, tightening or loosening the joint, and fine adjustments, he corrects blade alignment with measured blows. Constant checks accompany every step. Each piece demands individual precision. The effort varies depending on how far it deviates from perfection. After adjustment, he returns to the grinding wheel to refine edges and tips. His daily output is about 300 fully assembled and inspected scissors. Once cutlery production was decentralised, the number of home workers fell from about 13,000 between the wars to around 350 today. Even at this stage, minor corrections are needed, and technological progress will likely push homework and these highly specialised crafts aside in favour of more profitable machine production. But if you'd like to see a feat of craftsmanship even more impressive than this, be sure to check out this next impressive video right here.